Hi, so this is your low back mobility and very light exercise routine for when your back is really aggravating you and it feels pretty stiff. So what you'll need is a yoga strap or a towel. Get these things close by. Your foam roller, and then be near a bench or something to lean over for some of the stretches later on. All right, let's get started. So on your back, okay, we'll start here. This I call the cleanser. This just helps recalibrate your breath. Take a big breath in, and then exhale, nice and slow, preferably through the lips. Another big breath in. And with the exhale, try your pelvic tilt, so the ribs go down, and a pelvic tilt. You might feel some stretch in the low back with the pelvic tilt, but that is okay. Big breath in, relax the pelvis. Nice long exhale, ribs down, pelvic tilt. Okay, then grab your towel or the yoga strap and put it underneath the knee. Okay, you're gonna hold that, and then let the other leg go down. Some circles. Notice your breathing. Don't make it into an exercise. Try to be as relaxed as possible, especially on the exhale. Good. And then what we really want is a stretch in the hip flexor on the straight leg. So make sure you have your pelvic tilt and squeeze the butt and squeeze the quad on that straight leg. And hopefully you feel a little stretch in the front of the thigh there at the hip. Okay, then relax that a little bit. Then we're going to take the bent knee and just straighten it out and come down like that. Okay, maybe hold it up there 2-3 seconds and down. And again, we're just scratching the edge of your tightness rather than trying to force it into any extra range. Just exploring the end of your range. And as you do it, making sure the straight leg is straight. And then we're going to do the other side, both knees bent. Pelvic tilt, recalibrate your breath, and put the strap under the other knee. Okay, into the chest, that helps you keep your pelvic tilt. Then let the right leg straighten down. Okay, it's okay to start out with the knee like maybe popped up a little bit. And you can take a breath. Some circles, move the ankle around. Okay, and then on this side, the straight leg, squeeze the quad, squeeze the butt, and relax it. And again, squeeze the quad, squeeze the butt. Relax it, and now we'll start moving into the hamstring on this side, just up and down, exploring the end of the range, maybe holding it up there 2 seconds. Checking in with what's happening on this side. Okay, get that out. Back to the cleanser. Big breath in. And a nice slow exhale with the pelvic tilt. Okay, now we'll move into a bridge. So at the top of the bridge, you might arch your back. Only go up to the point where you feel no sensation in the back. Okay, roll, pelvic tilt, rolling up, keeping the knees forward. Okay, holding it, and then rolling back down. We'll do 5 of these. Breath in, and out. And back down. Breath in. Exhale, go on up. Maybe looking for a stretch in the front of the hips. Maybe looking for something in the glutes. But the most important thing is that you're getting into the position without feeling any pain in the low back. Pain, sensation, anything. hold it, and down, and we have one more. Good. And down, then we take another cleanser breath. Pelvic tilt. Okay, the pelvic tilt and the rounding from down below is going to help relax the back. Okay, next one, you're going to be on all fours. Okay, in this position, so your neutral is here, not there, not into an arch. You want to kind of tuck under a little bit, right? So not go to your full range there. And then that's neutral. And then you want to do a big pelvic tilt, rounding the back. Rounding is going to help stretch your back, and then coming out of that into your neutral, right? And you want to see where that line is. No pain. Going further into an arch is pain, so you're going to stay shy of that. So breath in, exhale, pelvic tilt. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Make sure it's happening not just in the ribs, but also in the pelvis. Inhale, neutral. Last one. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Good. And then you're going to shift into a child's pose. If you have a towel nearby, you can put it in between here in the knee crease. Shift into child's pose, keeping your pelvic tilt because you're looking for the back stretch. Take a breath. And exhale. In this position, you don't want to push hard with the hands. You're really trying to just find your range of motion rather than pushing into your range of motion. Okay, back up into all fours. Neutral. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Shift back into the child's pose. Shake your head no. Okay, that's the cleanser when you're on all fours. Rounding the back helps stretch the low back if anything kind of feels funny. Okay, so now we're going to move from a modified plank into the child's pose, and we'll do that 5 times. Plank, hold 10 seconds. Child's pose, 1 breath. A breath in neutral. And exhale, pelvic tilt. And then I'm going to move my hands a little bit. Shift into the hands. Okay, maybe looking for a stretch or some sensation here. That's a good thing. Keeping the ribs down, feeling your abs contract just a bit. And then push into your child's pose. Keeping your back rounded, stretching the back. That's 1. All fours. Pelvic tilt, modified plank. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the tilt, child's pose. Neutral. Recommit to the pelvic tilt. Plank. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Shift into the child's pose. Exhale. If the planks are hard, we have 2 more. Feel free to spend a little more time in the child's pose just to recover your heart rate. Okay, these should all be relaxing. A little bit of effort and a lot of relax. And this is the last one. All fours, pelvic tilt, shift. And child's pose. Okay. And now we're going to do some kneeling, trying to stretch out the hip flexor again. You can use a wall to help. So you're here. Tuck the pelvis under, keep the ribs down, right? You're creating like a, from ribs to pelvis round there to help the low back. And then so you're tucked, you're just going to lean forward and back, not pushing it into anything, just kind of feeling how you can oil the rusty gait. Just nice and smooth, no resistance. and then switch legs. Tuck under. Shift back and forth. Good. Shift again. So we'll do it again. You can put your hands on your knees, tucking under, shifting forward, and then get this forearm down. See how rounded my low back is. And then go sideways one way. And come out of it, switch sides. Tucked, forward, and lean to the other side, looking for a stretch along the side here. Awesome. Come out of it. Okay, so now we're going to go on the wall. First one, taking a couple steps away from the wall, and then put your hand just above your belt line. You feel that there is a space there. So what you want to do is do a pelvic tilt in standing. Tuck your pelvis under and flatten your low back against your hand there. It's okay if your knees bend. And relax it. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, pelvic tilt. And relax it. One more. And relax it. Awesome. Now for wall sits. The goal of wall sits is just to bring a little fire into the quads, a little blood there, so that we can stretch them later. So muscles need to contract a little bit before they can fully relax. So that's the strategy we're using. Put this right above the belt line, at belt line, just a little bit above. You're gonna bring your knees out, and the goal is to go straight down, torso straight down with your ribs down and your pelvis tucked. Arms straight, tuck under with the pelvis, dropping down, keep the feet flat, tuck, 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 ribs down. You're gonna hold it, I say 10 seconds. If you can hold it longer, great. Looking for effort here. And then push up. Okay, feeling your heart rate elevate a little bit. Spend some time recalibrating that while you're standing. And then go again, okay? Tuck under, ribs down, drop straight down. Hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push it up. And recalibrate. One more. Last rep. Tucked, straight down. Quad burn is good. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Keep the tuck. And push up. Awesome. So we woke up the quads a little bit. Now we'll try to stretch them out. So we want to do the quad stretch without arching the back. If you can grab the foot, that's a good thing, even if the knee is here. But really try to keep the pelvic tilt. So if you're arching to get it moved. If you can't do it that way, put your foot on a bench or something, lots of pelvic tilt, and then kind of sit back into it. Tuck, 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 super important. Good, and then you would switch legs. Okay, tucking under, shifting back, looking for the stretch. As always, no low back sensation, only stretch in the quad. Okay, and then again, so I'll do it this way. You're gonna tuck under, ribs down, pelvic tilt. I'm gonna try to lean it back a little bit. And then the other side. Breath in, tuck under. Awesome. And then we will do a standing eraser, which is like a child's pose but standing. So you're gonna lean, I would probably prefer something maybe a tiny bit higher, like a counter, but I'll show you on this. Lean forward, tucking under with the pelvis again, right? So here's the round. And then leaning back like that, shaking your head no. Long exhale, you can close your eyes. And then slowly come out of it, keeping the tuck. in, keeping the tuck, looking for the stretch in the low back. Exhale. And one more. Keeping the tuck, leaning forward. It's almost like a plank, right? A modified standing plank. And back, keeping the tuck. And then up. Okay, that's the mobility workout. Try maybe 3 times a week to start and see how you feel. And then of course those little low back pain cleansers, the standing child's pose, the child's pose on all fours, and the pelvic tilt standing are great to do whenever you're feeling a little stiff in the back. Hope that helped.